We're living in this incredible age of medical breakthroughs. But what happens when all that amazing science doesn't actually reach the millions of people who need it most, like those living with liver disease? Today, we're going to dig into that huge gap between research and reality.
We have mountains of data, we have proven clinical guidelines. So why are so many patients just falling through the cracks? It really makes you ask a pretty big question. Is there a fundamental gap in how we're delivering modern medical care?
Okay, to really understand that, first we've got to get a sense of just how big this problem is. Because liver disease isn't some small niche issue. It's a massive, growing health challenge all around the world.
So get this. When you actually go and ask the experts, I'm talking about the doctors, the hepatologists who are on the front lines every day, what the single most important thing is, their answer is just wow. It's overwhelming. A full 72% of them say the number one thing their patients need is better nutrition guidelines.
Okay, so they know what their patients need, but how do you actually get that guidance to them? Well, a massive 92% of those same experts recommend using digital tools to do it. The consensus is crystal clear. Patients need better nutritional advice, and technology is the way to make it happen.
All right, so the experts are totally on the same page. But what's it actually like for a patient who's trying to manage all this day to day? Well, this is where you find a really staggering disconnect.
Imagine you're a patient. You pull out your phone, go to the App Store, and you search for anything, to help you manage your diet for liver disease. You know what you'd find? Fewer than 5 options. Not in your city, not in your country, in the entire world. For millions of people.
But wait, it actually gets worse. When you look inside that handful of apps that do exist, you'll find that exactly 0% of them have any kind of sophisticated, personalized recommendations that actually learn and adapt to you. The intelligence just isn't there.
So what does this all mean? It means patients are stuck with these broken, one-size-fits-all tools. An app that might track your steps or count your calories, but that's it. They totally miss the mark on what doctors say is the number one priority: comprehensive, specialized dietary guidance.
Okay, but here's where the story takes a really powerful turn. Because while the digital tools have been lagging way behind, the science is not. We actually have a proven, evidence-based solution that we know works. And look, this isn't just a suggestion from some small study. This is the official guideline from Europe's leading medical associations for the liver, diabetes, and obesity. They are officially recommending the Mediterranean diet for treating NAFLD. That's non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, a condition that affects millions and millions of people.
And the reason they recommend it is because the benefits are huge. It's been proven to reduce what's called steatosis. That's that dangerous buildup of fat in the liver. It improves your whole metabolism, and one huge analysis found it's linked to a 35% lower risk of chronic liver disease. And maybe the best part, it's a way of eating that people can actually stick with for the long haul, which is the whole key.
So let's just recap for a second. We've got this huge problem. No good tools. And we have this amazing solution, a diet that's proven to work. The question is, how do you connect the two? Well, that bridge is technology. But you can't just throw any old app at this problem. To really work, a digital health tool has to check a lot of boxes. It's got to be built on real science. It needs smart, intelligent personalization, not generic stuff. It needs access to tons of food data, give you guidance right when you need it, be available in different languages, and have rock-solid clinical credibility.
So how in the world do you build something that does all of that? The breakthrough comes from using a really advanced method called Bayesian intelligence. Now, the easiest way to think about it is like a super smart GPS for your health. A regular map just shows you the roads, but a smart GPS learns traffic patterns, it learns your driving style, and it reroutes you to find the absolute best path for you right now. That's what this does for your nutrition.
Okay, so how does this smart GPS actually work? It's built on 3 main pillars. Pillar number 1 is prior knowledge. This just means the system doesn't start from scratch. It isn't guessing. It begins with a solid foundation of all that established medical science we were just talking about. The principles of the Mediterranean diet.
Now, pillar number 2, personalized learning. This is where the magic really happens. This is the real game changer. As you use the app, logging your meals, tracking your progress, the algorithm updates. It starts to learn about your unique needs and responses, and it gets smarter and smarter with every single interaction, fine-tuning its recommendations just for you.
And finally, pillar 3 is something called uncertainty management. You know how some apps just spit out an answer like it's a black box with no explanation? This isn't like that. This system can actually show you its confidence level in a recommendation. It's transparent, and that transparency builds trust, which, when we're talking about your health, is absolutely everything.
So, when you put all of these pieces together, you take the proven science, you add the intelligent adaptive technology, you end up creating something truly transformative. It's a whole new era of care for patients.
And this is what that new standard of care actually looks like. It's the very first solution of its kind, grounded in clinical science and built by liver health experts. It's globally accessible with support from multiple languages. And here's the most powerful part. Because it learns, it is continuously improving for every single person who uses it.
And all of this is driving toward one really powerful vision for the future. A world where every single patient with liver disease, no matter where they live or who they are, has access to personalized, clinically validated nutritional care right in the palm of their hand.
Now, this whole story starts with liver disease, but you can see how huge the potential is, right? This kind of smart, data-driven approach could apply to so many things. So I'll leave you with this one last thought. Beyond just this one condition, how will truly personalized data change the future of your health?